You may have to pull up yours to track comments. Our light is going to be terrible. Good evening to the replay gang. Eric and Jenna here, driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holders. Checking in with you guys for a very poorly lit Saturday Night Live.
It's creepy.
It is creepy. The youngster is enjoying some bone chomping time. Prime Trucker Rob, what's going on? Trucker John, how's it going? Kenworth Rider, RN.
Ross, poorly lit indeed.
Yeah.
Max Cass, RN, Prime Trucker Rob, Trucker John,
Jeff S.
Rich.
What's going on, man? Hey, Rich, the spicy, super excellent, the spicy river dirt. Super duper excellent.
Hi, Brian.
Brian, what's going on? Good evening to you, all of y'all. Nomadic Brit, what's up, man? Nomadic Brit's been pumping out some content. Emily.
How do you say that name?
Dummkopf? Is that? I see you all the time. Is that a German? Is that a German word? Jen and I, when we flew to the Middle East, we've been to the Middle East a couple times. We went through, what was it? Germany, airport in Germany. It's like
Frankfurt.
No, we went through Frankfurt, yeah, but we went through Dusseldorf or something like that. We've actually been to Frankfurt, Germany, Munich, Germany, and a town called like Dusseldorf or something like that in Germany. Because when we used to take international flights, we may never fly again for reasons. But when we used to take international flights to the Middle East, we would stop in, always go through Germany. We never wanted really direct flights because too damn long. Actually, I think we did it one time.
It's not that we didn't want to, it's that it's hard to get direct flights in.
Yeah.
It's only sometimes they have them, and depending on where it's from.
Riding with Shane, what's up?
Yeah, Nomadic Brit says it's German.
Pre-parents, Kenworth, thank you.
Michael Carlton says, what do you guys think, what do you know about TMC, good or bad company?
Anything about TMC, nothing.
Riding with Kev, he drove for TMC, I believe, and would be a great person to ask.
Yeah, that's right. Look up YouTuber Riding with Kev.
Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf, yes.
Yeah. That's TJM's.
Yeah, so we've been in Dusseldorf, Germany. Yes, exactly. I can't remember. Leave for orientation in SLC tomorrow. Excited. Congratulations. Welcome to the shit show. So Eric, you've been honest about Prime, so I have a question. Do you feel that Prime team style training is better than the companies that require the trainer to be awake and in the... Well, the trainer has to be awake and in the passenger seat for the roughly 3 weeks of PSD. So there is a phase there is a phase that the trainer has to be, when you just have a CDL permit, the trainer has to be in the passenger seat. So right about 14,000 miles, or if you're just doing most of it on the pad and you do all the local driving, the trainer has to be in the seat with you. In TNT, once the student has the CDL, usually a trainer will have like maybe a week or so, maybe it depends on how comfortable they feel, that they'll kind of ride with you here and there and be a part of it with you, and then they'll let you go full team. Trucker John, what's up? Trucker John's asking how you feel.
I feel okay for the most part, usually. Like, as long as I remember to eat stuff and I'm eating healthy things. If I'm snacking on stuff, it kind of keeps the feeling nauseous at bay. Definitely get tired easier and offended by things Eric says a lot easier. But other than that, I'd say pretty good.
Where are we at? I really have no idea. What is the name of this truck plaza? Westland Travel Center. We're at a truck stop on US 54. I won't say what interstate because...
Well, you said the travel center.
Well, we're almost to Iowa. Let's say it that way. We are headed to Wisconsin, but we can't drop this load off until 1300 tomorrow. So I pounded out a few hundred miles today. And we're gonna park and sleep a little bit. Jenna will get up and drive the rest in the morning. And there's a couple Fight Club loads in the vicinity of where we're dropping off, and that's one of the reasons we were really excited about this load. This is a Bass Pro load that paid $220 a mile, weighs 12,000 pounds. It's freaking awesome. Out of Springfield.
Chris Branch says, hello guys, I'm currently with another company making an average of $1,300 a week after expenses. Looking at Prime, Recruiter told me I would average $2,000 to $2,500 a week after I told her how I drive is the AC.
I think that's possible. I don't think a recruiter should really be telling you that. But is it possible? Yes, of course. But there's just things that you can't control. Trailers being down. We know one driver who he has a YouTube channel, but he doesn't really do videos anymore. His first 6 weeks were just hell, and it was all trailers. Like, he didn't make hardly any money just because it was trailer after trailer was taking him down. I just answered this question, or Jenna answered this question today for someone who text messaged us that my average when I was solo was $1,400 before taxes a week, and that was on only 2,350 miles. My average was 2,350 miles. So that was not running hard, and that was the average including time off. But you can make more, for sure. I just didn't run that stupidly hard.
Prime Trucker Rob just super chatted us $20.
Prime Trucker Rob stocking up on the coffee for us. Thank you, bro.
Chi-Town, no pickle ice cream for me. No pickle ice cream. Nothing weird yet. The weirdest thing, I wouldn't even say was weird, it was random. We talked about it on our video earlier. I wanted frosted mini wheats out of the blue. So that's the strangest thing I've requested so far.
I have a friend over in the Middle East. His wife went back without him. He was divorced before, I guess it was her job, but school everyday team thing. Yeah, Jen and I have spent a good deal of time in Israel.
Yes, Ross. Ross is busting you out. I'm at this location, but I can't tell you guys where.
Well, there's nothing to hide. We're not on a high bow or anything.
Yeah, we're in the dark.
Yeah, we're definitely in the dark. And I don't want to turn the lights on because the little one is currently comfortable chewing on she's comfortable chewing on a bone, and I don't want to get her all riled up. But anyway, yeah, Jen and I have been to Israel 3 times. 3 times, and 2 of the times we spent like a month there. We spent a good amount of time there.
Yep.
And we did everything there. We spent a lot of time in Old Jerusalem. We spent time at the Dead Sea, the Sea of Galilee. We went up north. We were on the border of Syria and Israel, and we were on the border of Lebanon and Israel. And we even went down to literally on the border of Gaza. I mean, like standing at the fence of Gaza. Freaking beautiful down there.
Luis Perez says, I'm going to become a truck driver soon. What do you recommend me to do to gain a lot of weight?
Drive a truck.
Yeah. Eat the food that they provide at truck stops. You'll be fine.
Yeah, we just had Subway, which Subway's a funny thing. I think a lot of you guys will relate to this. Subway gets annoying as hell out here because there's just Subway everywhere. But every once in a while, it sounds good, and when it sounds good, you want it. And we got it free because their credit card machine was messed up. Do we ever haul cattle? No. Is your second truck going to be a trainer? If he wants. I think a lot of private fleets don't really want their trucks being trainer trucks. I've crunched a lot of numbers, and you know, because it drops the value of the truck by the time it's paid off pretty substantially. But I've crunched the numbers right now. Team Freight is so good that if he wants to train, he can train. So I think he's going to want to, but I think he wants some time to run solo for a while because he's been on a team truck for a while. So I think he's going to run solo. But yeah, he can train on our second truck for sure if he wants. Hey Chris, what's going on? Stacy, what's going on? Stacy, I gotta tell you, I'm Team Huddle House.
I don't know though. Mini corn dogs and root beer floats.
I'm Team Huddle House.
But I'll never reject breakfast, so it's a hard one for me. My answer was I would go to both, and then offer you all the food that I didn't eat.
Let's see. Hello from Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Scott, what's up? We're headed to Wisconsin.
Brian says, I just had a pumpkin pie blizzard. Okay, so I had an apple pie cement mixer.
Oh yeah,
mixer
from
or whatever,
Andy's.
From Andy's.
Dude,
Oh,
that is the best concrete mixer on the freaking
it
planet.
was so amazing. Like,
We live 1 block from Andy's.
It's so dangerous. It takes so much restraint
Yeah, it does.
to not just go to Andy's all the time.
You could literally
Yeah.
walk to Andy's from where we live. The company that you work for, they let you bring your family in a truck. Yeah, I mean, you can have 3 heartbeats on a truck. So, and there's some age restrictions on kids, but you can have passengers for sure. In Berkeley, you can't say manhole anymore. Oh my God. They're that's funny. I got yelled at in Discord the other day for calling Jen a dude.
Yeah, but dude, okay. So I understand the point. I do. But dude, I don't particularly take as a gendered term because
Yeah, I agree with that.
If you kick a lamp, that lamp is dude. You kick a coffee table, that coffee table is dude.
It's like
dude is just like
it's like the
an
word
op-
Smurf in the Smurf cartoons
Yeah.
when they would be like, "Hey, can you Smurf me a glass of Smurf?" and they're saying, "Fetch me a glass of water."
yeah.
Dude is just, you know.
So that one's hard. I can't give that one up.
But I call everybody dude.
Yeah.
Stacy says you're on my side. Do you exercise outside your truck?
I told you he was, Stacy.
We don't exercise as much as we like. It makes you lose.
Carrie says she's on Team Jenna.
But even though we're talking about Huddle House and Subway, we actually do more Kachava and Huel on the truck than we do. We don't eat a lot of fast food.
I don't even know when the last time we had Subway was. Meatball sandwich just sounded good to me.
Are you a Raiders fan? Nope, I'm a Bears fan. Good
Really?
Lord. She just I don't know if you guys heard that. That was Remy burping. No, I'm not a Raiders fan. I'm a Bears fan.
Hey, Junior. Junior's up in here. Okay, so Myth Leather said, Are you choking?
Get your stuff together down there. What the hell is a concrete mixer? Man, you need to find an Andes and go get you one.
It's like a blizzard, and it's because this chunk of rawhide.
Prime Trucker Rob, you say inflation? Okay, every time I do a video talking about inflation, I get someone telling me that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You guys know that the dollar stores are now increasing their prices?
That's a great joke, though. He says it used to be free. Why is it $1.50 now? Inflation.
I saw a meme where they changed the sign to $5 store or $5 general. I need to try that Kachava thing myself. Yeah, you do, heathens. We got a bag for you, heathens.
Nomadic Brit, I will make sure to tell Josh. He said, Nomadic Brit said, first 48 trucking did that one chip thing the other day and I nearly wet myself laughing. Yeah, he was an uber fail on that. Poor Josh. He was suffering.
I don't know, West Coast dude. Dude, where's my car? Where are you working at right now? How much experience do you need to join the company that you work for? Man, it just started raining hard.
RN says, well, technically you have 4 heartbeats on the truck right now.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because the baby's heart is beating. That's true.
Yeah.
Working right now. Experience you need to join the company that you work for. How much experience do you need at Prime? You don't need any experience. I had 0 experience driving a truck when I came to Prime.
See, Stacy again comes to your defense. She says, I use dude and darling all the time for everyone. It's true. Those are both great.
Well, and Stacy, it's the same with guys. So basically, the reason that I started getting yelled at on Discord is because I start my videos up with "What's up, guys?" Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, guys is maybe a little more gender specific, but to me, it's like, dude, I'm not implying, if there's like Jenna and Yvette. And Yvette is Heathen's wife, and Heathen's, and they're in a group of 3. I'm gonna say what's up, guys. It's not implying. I
think part of the problem for us though is because like you being from Nevada at one point, and me being from California.
Yeah, we're
like
both
surfery.
We're both left coasters for sure.
Yeah. It definitely makes your language a certain way.
JDQ, I've been wanting to try Kachavas. JDQ, yeah, I got a bag for you too, JDQ. Because I opened our cabinet the other day and we had like 8 bags of Kachava. And they're like $30 bags.
Yes, Kachava is amazing. Yeah, so Kenworth heard Remy, said, wow, Remy, yeah. She, okay, so sometimes she will just not be ladylike at all. Like, she'll get up and stretch and just, release the Kraken of all farts sometimes.
Oh, yeah, she
amazing.
does. When she stretches, yeah. Could you join right after you get your CDL? Yeah, you can. Or you can just get your CDL at Prime. Every YouTuber says, what's up, guys? Yeah. Junior, how are you feeling, Jenna? Yeah, she talked about that earlier. She's doing good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Doing pretty good. Just like I said, I just have to remember to eat stuff, because if I go too long without eating something, then I get really nauseous.
Eve says, I really don't care. Don't get offended over being called guys. Well, it's like if a car cuts you off. You're like, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even, it doesn't matter who's behind the wheel.
Andrew says $1 can't even buy a McChicken. It's true. That's like,
heathens.
That's a great point though, Andrew, because he says $1 can't even buy a McChicken. What the hell is up with $3.19 for a bean burrito at Taco Bell?
Yes.
For a bean burrito at Taco Bell, they used to be 89 cents.
Yeah, that happened fast. Heathens, what did I do here? Heathens, I said bro once to my wife and I almost died that day. Chris, how long do you have to wait to upgrade your new truck in Success Leasing if there are no new trucks at orientation? I don't know, it depends. It depends. Riding with Kev, who's on YouTube, I think his wait to get a new truck, now he wasn't upgrading, he was coming back to Prime, but I think his wait to get a new truck was like 3 days, 3-4 days maybe. So you may not get the truck you want, but you can get a truck relatively quickly.
RN, I don't really know if I don't really think you're allowed to be a part-time driver. He says, does Prime allow spouses to be part-time drivers? That would be amazing if they did, but I don't really think that's how it works.
How much could a person make a week in Prime? Well, I talked about that earlier, but that's very subjective, so it's hard to say.
Kenworth says his German Shepherd does the same thing as Remy.
Trying so many recipes of Cachava. Yes, Stacy, it's good stuff. Pink Flamingo is awesome. Rich has a couple Cachava recipes on his channel. So River Rich, go look him up.
Corey said, do you all cook? What kind of stuff do you make? We don't really cook on the truck. We've thought about it and we've just found easier solutions. So we drink Cachava, which is like a basically complete meal shake. We do a lot of Cachava, and then I recently found Huel Hot and Savory, which is like quinoa, brown rice, and like vegetables and stuff,
Yeah.
where it's dehydrated, so you just add hot water. And that's also like a complete, balanced meal. So we'll do stuff like that, or I'll bring stuff to make sandwich wraps or salads. So yeah, I mean, we eat pretty light on the road, and then just kind of
Yeah, we even took the
blow our-
microwave off the truck.
yeah, because the microwave was just
So we have a water, what do you call it?
oh yeah, like an electric kettle, but the
Water
microwave
kettle.
was just kind of becoming like a bread box for like
Storage.
the sandwich wrap stuff. But yeah, so we eat pretty light on the road, and then usually blow it on the big breakfasts and crap that I make when we're home. I'll make pasta and terrible stuff when we're home.
Yeah,
Big,
Nomadic
huge
Brit.
breakfasts.
I always say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, of course you do, because you're British. I was scrolling through something, Nomadic Brit, the other day. I think I told you before that I lived in New Zealand for a year. And now this was way back. This was 2001 or 2 that I lived down there. And so there wasn't all the streaming services and everything. And in New Zealand, there were no American channels. So for news, I got Sky News and BBC. And then the 2 shows that I watched the most when I was in New Zealand were Red Dwarf and Monty Python. So, yes.
Riding with Shane says, are you both gonna find out the gender or wait until the baby's here? No, we're eagerly awaiting finding out the baby's gender, and we will definitely let everybody know. I think I actually have to talk to Mrs. Heathens about that first, because that's kind of her wheelhouse. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Yvette about that. But as far as us, we're gonna know right away.
Emily is a rehire and got the truck the day finished orientation. So yeah, I don't think the wait's very long right now. What is better, Freightliner or the Pete? Well, it depends on what your objectives are. I think Freightliner is more economical, maybe a little more profitable. Peterbilt is much more comfortable, and we both have driven both. So there's pros and cons of both. Could you send me a link for the company that you work for? Yeah, just go to driverlineup.com/prime. Doing pretty good. Just got offered a new job, making way more. Nice. Hopefully Carrie will be able to get a truck once we get back to Springfield. Yeah, Jenna said you guys are having fun playing Team Truck right now.
Yes.
I said you guys. That's my whole damn point.
I love that everybody's watching like Rich's stuff though, because Stacy says Rich mentioned the pink flamingo the other day, and I had to search for recipes. So, Stacy, how are you liking the cachava though? Like, cause did I give you vanilla? I think. Tim, that's Timothy Turbo. He says everything I eat is frozen. I couldn't live without a microwave. We rarely even use the microwave at home. Like I do cook most things. Like I don't know, we're kind of weird. Like we've just kind of started phasing out the microwave.
Yeah.
If something's cold and needs to be reheated, like it's usually better when it's reheated in the oven. So I'll just put it in the oven.
Louis State is cheap. Well, there's a lot of cheap states. I mean, it just depends. We've really started to like Missouri.
Rogue Sovereign Mind, how's it going? That's Sean.
Nomadic Brit, yes. Monty Python rocks, indeed. My Monty Python is the shit, says Kenworth Rider. Yes, it is. I love Monty Python. I shot fire in your general direction. Just a flesh wound.
So Corey was asking, where can I find the dehydrated stuff you mentioned? Sounds interesting. It's Huel, HUEL.com, and it's their hot and savory collection.
It's freaking delicious.
There's like Thai green curry, there's coconut curry, there's Mexican chili, sweet and sour.
It's like a tomato and basil.
Yeah, tomato, basil, and then I think they have like a really, like it's supposed to be like 5-alarm hot Indian curry. So most of them are a curry type dish, but it's like a risotto is like the texture. It's like risotto.
Yeah, very, very healthy for you.
It's quinoa and brown rice and then like all the vegetables and stuff. It's really good stuff.
And it has like some girth to it, you know, so it's almost like the consistency of a really thick oatmeal. So I like that.
Yeah. It, like they have these little black pots that you put the
Why is this?
yeah, it is getting warm in here.
I don't
These
understand
little
that.
black pots that you put the mix into it, and then you pour the hot water in it and screw the cap on and let it sit for 5 minutes, and it cooks itself in this little pot. It's amazing.
I have to be careful because I don't have pants on.
Yeah, that's true. It is true.
So someone says, yeah, I'm in my office clothes right now, so I'm sitting in my undies. What was that? Who do you think should be the new face of Prime? You two would be great. No, we would not. So we occasionally get mad at Prime, and we talk about it. Are we allowed to recommend a fleet manager for new drivers? Yeah, we can. We obviously recommend ours, Justin Mills, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get him. You go with a fleet manager that your trainer has.
Jake, we got our Deer Guard yesterday, finally. So it feels much better to have that back on. That was a scary feeling, driving a brand new truck around without a Deer Guard.
Yeah, because on a Ace 2, I mentioned this in the last couple of videos, when you were doing a lease purchase, you pay for your own truck insurance, and we use First Guard for our tractor insurance, and they waive the deductible if you hit an animal if you have the Deer Guard. So it's a big deal because that's $1,000 deductible.
Boo, Stacy. Stacy said she can't use a blender on her trainer's truck. That's a bummer. That peanut butter, the PB2 powder stuff, Eric absolutely loves that.
Yes, it is.
I'm not a huge peanut butter fan, but I do have to say it is really nice sometimes if you add banana and the peanut butter powder.
Sean Miller, hoping for a boy. Of course, if it's a boy, it'd be amazing. I want a little girl though.
He, like, for whatever reason, he wants, like, more struggle in his life, and he wants a miniature version of me, which sounds like a terrible idea.
Hell on legs.
Yeah, hell on legs, exactly.
Needing a vacation before the baby is born, you should go to Cancun. No.
We're weird. Like, we don't want to go anywhere without
We're getting old. We ain't gonna fly anywhere right now because
Yeah.
of reasons.
Like, a vacation for us, we're more like, hey, let's find a beach house that's dog friendly or a lake house that's dog friendly. Because
Yeah.
the idea of leaving Remy at a kennel, we would not be able to enjoy our time.
We
at
do
all.
have to go to Texas to get all of our stuff out of storage. So we've kind of kicked around the idea of maybe doing some sort of a lake house, going down there or something. Trucking Turtle used to do Huel back when he was managing a warehouse. Really good meal substitute and was easy to do during a short break. Yeah, stuff's delicious. Stacy, you're getting a feel for what it would be like once we're teaming, and we were loving it. Nice. Had a beautiful 1 pound ribeye. That's what I need. Nomadic Brit says rates are really good at the moment. Finished freight race Monday and should come in at 29,000 net before tax for the 6 weeks. Nice, that's a good net. Dreadnought Logistics, what up, peeps? What's going on? Eric's the streaker. Yeah. Timothy. Yeah.
Stacy wanted to know if they're Duluth and Brian.
No,
Stacey-
these are not Duluth. These are crap. They're not. I'm actually wearing.
Those are jockey.
Yeah, jockey. But in this damn Peterbilt, you can't make the truck lights not come on when the door's open. So when Jenna came back and opened the door, I'm sitting up here in my undies. Does your wife truck drive too? Yes, she's. Yes, Jenna drives. Jenna's gonna drive here in 7 or 8 hours. Have you been to the Save a Lot in St. John's, Michigan? Technical Drive. I feel like we have.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Love the content you put out. Very helpful. I'm going to be getting my CDL soon. Definitely want to drive for Prime. Awesome. Prime's great. Unilever can't go bankrupt for all I care, but damn, they pay good. Does Prime have a fuel discount? If so, what is the average? Yeah, Prime has huge fuel discount. So we pay. I can look at Petro right here. Well, my phone's. If it's like 370 on the pump, usually we'll pay about 240. It just depends on the state and where it is, but the discount's huge.
So this is my face. I'm a cadet. Says congratulations on the new arrival. You guys will make great parents. Thank you. But she says, how do you know if the Kingpin is locked if you were parked and you wake up in the morning?
We look at it
Yes. So
every time we leave.
every time we've been parked, like if we've been parked and somebody's not actively sitting in the seat paying attention to if somebody could have pulled it, we get out, we check to make sure the handle is still in place, physically go under the trailer, shine a flashlight to verify that it's locked, and he still does a tug test.
Yeah.
We are very paranoid about somebody pulling the pin. Now, with our last truck, we still did all of those things, even though it was completely unnecessary because we had like a really janky, defective fifth wheel
No, it was
that
a
took
freaking
2
nightmare.
people to
It was
detach
a
the
nightmare.
trailer. But just to keep the good habit, we still did all of that checking.
Yeah. So
Um,
in summary, if one of us is sitting in a front seat, we stop for an hour or two, we don't go check it. But if it's a couple hours and we're both in a sleeper or something, absolutely we will get out and check every single time, because I am not going to drop a freaking trailer. We've watched people drop a trailer right in front of us.
yeah.
We watched what did she say? This
I thought
lady.
I heard it click.
Yeah, we watched this lady drop one right in front of us. Her husband was asleep.
At a high val shipper.
Pharmaceutical shipper.
And literally blocked the entrance
Yeah.
to all of the other docks.
She pulls
'cause
out.
She was pulling out of one and turning and blocked all of the docks and dropped her.
Dropped her trailer. I ran up to her, as well as a few other Prime drivers, and she looked at me and said, "I thought I heard it click." I was just like, "Wow."
Yeah.
I hear it click every damn time, and I still get out. Both of us. One of us will always get out. When we back up to a trailer, one of us will do the tug test, but we'll always climb all the way underneath the trailer and shine a flashlight, day or night, up there to make sure that thing's locked.
Stacy says thoughts on deer whistle. His nomadic Brit says drove back from Wisconsin yesterday, and the sign said 16,000 deer involved accidents so far this year. That
we
does
don't.
not surprise
We
me.
don't, because we don't know how it affects our dog.
Yeah.
But I have started honking at them. Someone told me a month or two back when I hit a deer, someone was like, I just blow my highway horn, air horn at them. And so I did that like a week or two ago, and sure enough, deer scattered off the shoulder well before I got there. So I'm just starting to honk at them now.
Corey, you're welcome. We always try to share any healthy options that we come up with.
So wombats, yeah. Okay, that's a great rule to live by, especially if you're solo. Check your kingpin every time you lose sight of it. So wombats saying when come back from showers, eating, every single time. Take 5 seconds, some jerk will pull the handle. Yeah, anytime you lose sight of it, go check that damn thing, because that lady who dropped it, that was a husband wife team that have been driving for a long time. So experience doesn't mean shit if you don't get out and look at it. Check the fifth wheel every time I walk away. Yeah, he then says the same thing. Can't trust mofos out here. Exactly. Scott, there's a setting, open a door, dome light, stay off, have T680. This one does not have the setting.
Blueville, yeah, how is your toe? That's absolutely awful. Blueville says, good evening, everybody. Coming to you from my house. I'm off Bearded Fat Man's truck for a couple weeks to deal with a broken
yeah, we heard
toe.
about that.
Yes. That was dropping bolt cutters on your toe, right?
Man,
That's
I had to
something
hit
I
just
would
right.
do.
Or just wrong. Thanks, I'm bringing my car. If you're still there, want to grab a bite or something, I'm down. Need something else. Don't want to hit another one. JDQ. Wombat's picking up at Mastronardi. We like to go to Mastronardi. The great loads out of there. All light. Usually it's like salt and pepper and shit. Cab dropped his trailer halfway on his drives. He couldn't move right in the middle of the lot. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dreadnought Logistics is Dickie Dickerson, but they changed their channel name when they started orientation on the 11th.
As long as you don't flash your light, they'll move. Yeah. Question I have is, I'm 47, going to the starting brand new. Do you think it makes a difference in what age you start this career? No. We do full pre-trips each time we park for sleep or shift change, especially after seeing others have had parts stolen. Yeah. Sounds like these deer have some real mental issues, wanting to commit suicide. Yeah. 50 and starting with Prime. Yeah, it's not a problem at all. Tandem handle, yeah. No, it doesn't. Bolt cutter definitely. Okay. I'm trying to catch up here because we're going to wrap this up so I can get a nap in. JDQ started at 21.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Take flight right on. Wish I would have brought my car. Definitely getting sick of the hotel food and terminal cafe. Yeah, a car is nice to have at terminals. Wombats always go left to check the kingpin lock, went right and forgot to check it, develop a system and never veer. Yeah. Yeah, guys, it's just little steps. Little steps. Now, I'll be totally honest, we don't raise the hood twice a day.
Not always.
Yeah, not always twice a day. But we absolutely walk the truck. And I'm talking about, look at the brakes, everything.
Because the problem is that you know, before we, you know, start the day and whatever, when it's mid shift and I'm in the fuel island and he's getting up to start his day, you kind of don't want to be that a-hole having the hood up and all that when people are like trying to.
And I can see a lot of what I need to see without raising the hood. I mean, basically, you know, I want to make sure that my coolant and oil and all that stuff is good. So, but I'm not doing that twice a day. You know, we don't need to do that for our truck twice a day. But we definitely walk the shit out of this truck before, like when we get up in the morning, this truck is going to get walked, you know. So it's such a small amount of time. So anyway, Kenworth, good night. Thank you, Timothy. Don't forget to put your britches on before you get out of the truck. Yeah. Yeah, full pre-trip is BS. No way people pump brakes and blow air horn at 0400. Yeah, that's nobody does that. How do you look at the brakes without raising the hood? Well, I check my brakes every day. I just said we don't do it twice a day. Yeah, Reverend said you don't do it twice. So we're a team truck, so we're changing shifts twice a day. So me the longest was mastering my system. Once I got it, I'll just follow it almost step by step. Once you learn your own system, it's much streamlined. Yeah, our system's really streamlined. We don't do the horn and brakes while others are sleeping. Yeah. If I go lease, I'll be looking under the hood every time I stop for anything and doing pre-trips. Good. Just gotta check it. Good night, guys. Have a good rest of your weekend. Awesome. Thank you, Bluebell. Yeah, so no big topic tonight. We just wanted to check in with you guys. We haven't done a live in a long time. Sorry about the lighting. But the little one is asleep, so it worked to keep the lights off because she is passed out. Channel is getting big. Glad to see all these people here. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Reverend. You know, we take some flack out there. But if you're not taking flack, or if you're taking flack, that means you're over the target. So I'm going to address a certain topic tomorrow. There's some YouTubers out there that, I don't know if it's jealousy or what, they're talking some shit, which I get a kick out of. So I'm going to address some of that tomorrow. But yeah, the channel is growing. Thank all you guys. I mean, it's crazy. We crossed 4,000 subscribers yesterday.
Mary.
So Ben, thank you, man. You be safe too.
Jason says congrats on baby and good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is sleepy time.
Yeah, it's time to take a nap. And it just starting to rain really hard. All right, guys, for those of you out there on the road, be safe. Everybody make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much.